Yeah, ain't that some shit? Yeah. From New Japan all the way to Raw. Billy Gunn still got it. Hell yeah. Yeah. Jericho? Oh. Little New Japan invasion there, right? All right. Here we go. J-Bone back here for Smash This Podcast. Thank you for joining tonight. I do not, repeat, do not usually do this after Raw. Of course, I do Raw. Shut up. That's nasty. I don't mean it like that. I'm talking about watching Raw and dude, we'll talk later, man. That's nasty. I know this is Raw and suck it and everything, but dude, you're nasty. All right. So I don't usually review Raw, but this is special. This is a special evening, and it's the Raw 25th anniversary, and we're also going to talk about Enzo Amore, everyone's favorite cruiserweight, who was all over the news today. Yeah. Kind of controversial yet, too. But I think we're going to save that for last. So if you want to stick around for the Enzo Amore discussion, by all means, stick around to the end, because I think you might want to hear what I have to say about it. You might be a little shocked, but if you've been following my tweets earlier today, then you'll know where I'm going with this, okay? So, yeah, like I said, you don't usually talk about Raw. This because everybody talks about Raw, but this is cool. This was a lot of fun. I think there were a lot of fans that were pissed tonight. I'm sure there were fans that shit all over this. And yes, I'm going uncensored tonight just because I'm just in one of those moods tonight. I don't usually get too raw, but you know what? Whatever. Fuck it. It's late at night. The kids are in bed, right? Right. So, Raw 25. Let's talk pops of the evening. And by the way, I am following my live chat. If you want to talk about Raw, bring up something I'm talking about, chit chat with me. I am following my live chat on the side of my screen here. So by all means, follow along with me. All right. I'm trying to get better at that in 2018 to be more interactive live. But I do go live. I don't always go live. So let's talk about pops of the night. Who got the pops of the night? I started out with a hell of a pop from Stone Cold. Hell yeah. That was a hell of a pop. That was a great way to start Raw. Get the crowd behind you for what was to be a momentous Raw. Bring out the guy who started it all, Vinnie Mac, with his family, his son and daughter, Shane and Steph. And then, turn on the crowd. That was classic. Agent is in the chat. Welcome, Agent. Good to see you. Steve Austin just blowing the roof off the joint. Hell yeah, he did. Hell yeah, that was awesome. Cheers to you, Agent, for joining me here. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And damn, he looked in good shape. I mean, he's retired and he's never coming back. But damn, there is no slouch to his game. He looked good tonight, eh? Unlike 3 bags underneath each eye, Vince McMahon. Now, of course, his body is still jacked to shit. Like, on one of the recent, Muscle Mags? The guy's 72 years old and the guy still, can win competitions. It's ridiculous. But Stone Cold is, those two could still probably go, hey? Hell yeah. Let's see here. The women's 4-on-4. How many of these have we seen? I'm not trying to knock the women. I'm so excited, and I know they're trying to hype the women's Royal Rumble, but unless you're going to talk about special appearances and give away a little a little, hey, by the way, we heard a so-and-so is going to, create a little more hype for it. I know they don't want to give any surprises away. I get that. But how many 3-on-3s and 4-on-4s are you going to have? It's just, it was cool, and it was also bittersweet because Paige is out there again, and they reminded us fans that she can't be a part of this, So it's a bummer. I hope that she is out there like with the announcers at ringside or however they're setting this up. I don't know. I hope she's out there, maybe calling the action to at least be out there and be part of history. That'd be cool. I mean, she can't really be ringside unless she's helping her partner stay in the match. That's about it, You got to keep her safe. She can't take any bumps, it sucks. So Banks won the match. AJ says, hey, Teddy Long was in the house, so that could be a thing. You mean, you lost me. You talking about for the women? You're not talking about the women, are you, dude? That's like saying Santino's going to come back, dude. That's messed up. If you're talking about pops, he got a good pop. Yeah, he got a heck one of the top pops of the night. If that's what you're talking about, I'm just messing with you, man. Let's see. So yeah, Banks won the match. So and usually in go home shows, whoever has like a big success thing or wins a match or whatever, it's almost guaranteed they're not winning the match. And then Asuka cleared the ring, and she was the last one standing as that team of 4 was celebrating. So can we count out that Asuka's not winning this? And that Banks is not winning this? What do you think? That's I'm sure there's a lot of people putting money on Asuka to win this because he's undefeated. Yes, I love to use those quotes. Yes. People say I use the quotes too much. So who does? I'm still waiting on giving a prediction show for the Rumble, but if I had to quick throw a guess out there, I'd have to say exactly. Yeah, if not Asuka, then who? It's got to be a surprise. It's got to be a surprise entrant, like someone not featured tonight, someone they didn't even talk about, but has been talked about a lot in the news. I'll bet you any money it's Rousey. Watch for Alexa Bliss to drop the title to Asuka soon, and then it's Ronda Rousey winning the Rumble. And I might change my mind later in the week if I hear a little something. But that's kind of that could be what it is, or I could be way off. Who knows? So I'm not usually right on these things. All right, so let's see. A few more appearances. We had Coach. Coach got a nice little pop. Brooklyn Brawler was nice to see him. And then there was a manager that came out with him, and I can't remember who the heck that was. Some little dude. Some little peppered ink, whatever guy. I can't remember what his name is. Some little dork with a toothpick. Said Ronda might win, and I hope to Jesus that don't happen. Yeah, we'll see, dude. We'll see. And then Brother Love came out. We kind of knew that was happening. Never say never. So that was kind of cool. I heard some people on Twitter saying, oh, how did Impact do that? Well, I don't know if he's necessarily with Impact anymore. He was only there, I think, as a what's that called? Consult, because it's oh shit, what is it? Scott Demore and Don Callis are running the show now. So yeah, Brother Love's pretty much free to do whatever. It was cool. Man, he's got to work on his tan. Holy crap, was he ripe. Ripe like a lobster. My goodness. No, it was good to see him. What I also laughed, and I know I'm kind of jumping around here, was at the end of the night when Braun was in the ring and he like threw up his arms and went, and like, you know, did his like big roar. Did you see Brother Love like scooting off camera behind the ring? It was hilarious. I'm like, oh, look, there he goes. He's backing away. He's his pants ain't white no more. There's a stain in them because Braun screamed. Guarantee it. Hell yeah. And then we get a very interesting segment from Taker at the Manhattan Center. The first that we see of like the Manhattan in the first hour. And he kind of wraps up the first hour, which was interesting because I think a lot of people assumed that Taker would wrap up the 25th anniversary show. So the fact that they ended the first hour with Taker also led a lot of speculation to that he would show up at the Barclays Center at the end of the show because he was in, you know, the Manhattan Center so early. But he came out, cut a classic promo saying that all the people that he faced in the past now can finally rest in peace. So it's like, it was kind of, I hate to do this, and I know I'm going to get crap for this. It just seemed kind of uneventful. And I know I'm also kind of going off of what all the dirt sheets said about, oh, it's spoiled that he's going to meet John Cena in the ring. He's going to officially retire, and then Cena's going to come out and say, oh, no, you're not. We're going to have a match at Mania. That's what everyone's been talking about. I don't know whether you like the idea or not. Everyone's been talking about it. Let's see. Also, there was was Coco Beware. He's still alive. Coco Beware. Gosh, stop that. A lot of people in Manhattan were booing for most of the night, minus the televised segments. Oh yeah, dude. I saw some of the live. People were taking little videos and putting them on Twitter saying, hey, here's what the crowd looks like right now. And they're all fired up and cussing and bullshit chants. And Sean Gray in the chat, I feel bad for anyone who actually paid to go to the Manhattan show. I mean, yeah, there were some cool segments. And I don't know everything that happened during the non-televised portions. I heard they got some cruiserweight matches or something. But let's look at what they got. So they got Taker. King and JR fell asleep. Someone wake him up. We're going live. Oh, very possible, Sangre. Very possible. Oh, did they actually fall asleep? Did they? I didn't hear about that. I'll have to see if that shows up in the dirt sheets as someone actually reports that. No, you're serious. Okay, so you heard that they actually fell. Okay, I believe you. That is funny. Oh, there's pictures. Oh, shit. See, this is why I got to go interactive more often. I'm so glad I'm doing this. This is hilarious. I'm not going to look them up right now. I'm going to keep this going. But hey, if you on at JBone5150, if you find the pictures, tag me and tweet them at me. I would love to see them. Hashtag Raw25, whatever. That's funny. Oh my God, I can't wait to see that. Yeah, do that. That'd be great. All right. So, yeah. So, what did you think of the Taker thing? That was kind of weird. And like I said, it felt kind of uneventful because so many people were waiting for something. But it's like, and I'll get to my other guess in a second. My wife hated this, but just hang on. Hold that thought. Let's talk about, okay, so that was the first hour. Second hour, APA, $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, and they're all playing poker. So that was kind of cool to see those guys. It took all night to get a damn out of what's his face, but that was funny. Let's see. Oh, then we get an introduction to former GMs of Raw, Johnny Laryngitis, and yes, I said that correctly. Don't tell me I didn't, because that's what I always call him, Johnny Laryngitis. People power. William Regal, great to see Regal. On something besides NXT, but he's great on there. Don't get me wrong. Eric Bischoff was so happy he came back. It's like, all right, we didn't get Hogan, but we got Bischoff. All right. Yeah, I think that's another thing people are pissed off about. We didn't get any Hogan. Get over it, people. Like, nobody's ever done anything wrong in their entire life. Get over yourself. How many times have we been pissed off for stuff that Vince McMahon has done, and how many times have we been pissed off for stuff that Hulk Hogan's done? I guarantee you we've been pissed off at Vince McMahon way more times for shit that he's done in his life than Hogan. Hogan said a bad word. Ooh. We all said bad words. Get over yourself. Hogan should have been there. Period. And I wish Nash would have been there, but he just had like triple, double, mega whopper knee surgery or replacement or whatever. So it sucks he couldn't make it. But we got Scott Hall. That was too sweet. I'll get to that in a second. What else? Eric Bischoff, Daniel Bryan got, I'd say, another almost pop of the evening. They just said no Vicky, no Mike Adamle, and no computer. Stop. No, Vicky would have been cool. Along with Edge. Miss Edge. That would have been great. Mike Adamle. Oh, he's famous for being so controversially bad. Oh, my freaking eye. I don't know what's up with it tonight. Allergies. No, I don't know. Mike Adamle. Jeff Harvey. Wasn't that a thing he said? Something like that. And no computer. J-Bone, check your Twitter. Okay. I'll quick check my Twitter. We are checking the Twitter box. There's notifications from Sean Gray. Holy shit. That's just. And you get a follow for that one. Follow me back if you like. That was too sweet. Thank you. Oh, that's rich. And after I'm done with this, I'll retweet it. Wow. Damn, JR. I know Raw is long, but come on. It's like, you know what? And if you haven't listened to Jim Ross's podcast that he does, go check it out. It is entertaining. It really is. The guy's a riot for his age and his experience and stuff. This Raw was terrible. I'm no Mark, but come on. Yeah, I did. For a go-home show for as big as a Royal Rumble, I mean, I think people, there should have been more Royal Rumble stuff, but unfortunately they also had the Raw 25. So you had to try to get that happy mix of nostalgia and being a go-home show. The DX segment was legit embarrassing. I liked it, and if you didn't like it, you didn't like it. I thought it was okay. I was surprised Billy Gunn was back. Like I said, it was another example of shocking things because, hey, Chris Jericho, let's just jump all over here. Why not? Chris Jericho on loan from New Japan. Now, I don't know if he's just like working like a per date thing. And I don't know if Billy Gunn is still actually with New Japan, but I know he has been there for the last few years. So that is, that's two guys from New Japan, either recently released or on loan, one or both or whatever. Excuse me. So just interesting there. Cut the commercial right when Scott comes out. Yeah, that pissed me off too. That pissed me off too. But, they obviously played his music during commercial break and then had him cut his little promo. So at least they didn't just do his entrance and then no more Scott Hall. Razor Ramon. But they went all over the place. Yeah. I mean, I knew they were going to go like back and forth for like different segments. All right, what's next here? Let's see. Okay, the Miz versus Reigns. I was really hoping, and I know I'm going to piss off some Roman Reigns fans here, but come on. Reigns is probably going to headline WrestleMania in some kind of match. I'm not saying he's going to win the Rumble, okay? Don't lose your shit here. I'm not saying that. I don't want him to win the Rumble, damn it. But he's probably going to have some kind of big match. I'm a fan of the Miz, okay? If you follow me, I'm a big Miz. I hate using that word, Mark. I'm a big Miz fan, okay? I didn't think when he headlined WrestleMania that he deserved it. I would love to see him headline one more. And why not with the IC champ? Like he cut that promo like right before the show. Then we're back to playing cards. Oh, Miz won the IC championship. 8. So he's now the 8-time champ. They said one behind Chris Jericho. Jeff Hardy then joined the poker table along with MVP. How cool was it to see MVP, who also said very controversially, a month or two ago, he tweeted that WWE called him for a comeback to surprise win the Rumble and go headline WrestleMania. Or he tweeted something like that. And he said he declined it. But now he's at the Raw 25. Was he just like throwing shade to like throw people like away from it? Because he's usually a name that comes up. I wasn't expecting 5-star matches or even 3-star matches. But when your best segment is when Elias goes over, that's a problem. I like Elias a lot. I love Elias. I really do. I've been a fan of his since day one. When everybody was crapping all over him, I said, you watch this guy. This dude is going to do big things. I had a feeling. I feel the same way about Mojo. And people are going to crap all over that too. I'm a proud card-carrying member of the Mojo Rawley fan club. I wanted Roman to keep the belt, to stay away from the belt. Oh, to keep the IC, to stay away from I'm assuming you mean the Universal Championship or the WWE Championship. You never know who's going to pick what, but you got to assume someone from Raw is going to pick Lesnar. But who knows? You know, I think there's also an option that Nakamura could win it and headline with AJ Styles, and they'll give him like a solid half hour. You want to talk about too sweet? That'd be too sweet. But the fact that we'll just kind of go back to the DX thing for a second. And the club thing, when the club won against the Revival, yes, of course, that was a little burial for the stuff that they said the week before. And if you don't know, go watch their promo. They said some naughty words. They can't choose the belt they want. Yeah, right. They should be able to, but you never know. And I got a feeling we're going to get a lot of surprise entrants at the Royal Rumble. Look at all the free agents. Look at it. There's Batista talking about coming back. EC3's basically in the door. He's been spotted at the Performance Center. Lashley can't until February something, so he's technically not supposed to be there. Maybe the night after. Who knows? There's been a few other names floating around out there. Who knows? Peep Show with Christian. Great to see Christian. Sad that there was no Edge, but great to see Christian nonetheless. And the guest, Seth Rollins. Yay! And Jason Jordan. Boo! Every time he opened up his mouth, boo. Oh, that was funny. That was funny. And then Cesaro comes out. Yes, I said Cesaro. Did he ship that together? Yes, I did. Is that still a thing? Anyways, my kids don't say it anymore, so it must not be a thing anymore. Fun segment. Obviously, you got to keep Jordan safe because I heard he's injured. I didn't hear what it was, though. Oh, excuse me. Damn. Rough day, folks. Rough day. Let's see. Cesaro and Sheamus attacked him. Oh, yeah. And then Rollins was going to do the kick and then accidentally hit his partner. Shame on you, Rollins. Shame on you, Rollins. And at this point, if Jordan's injured, guess who's getting the belt back at Rumble? Cesaro. But Sheamus is injured. What do you do? One guy from both teams is injured. You make a Cesaro Seth Rollins team. Holy shit, that's actually kind of cool. Anyways, sorry, brain fart. I was like, wow, I'm like picturing this shit. Then one of the funniest spots of the evening that is spots that I thought that I was laughing about. I even tweeted it out about it. Bliss having her interview, and then Charlotte comes out with Ric Flair. So Ric Flair got a little pop, Raw 25th anniversary. But Bliss is like this, and Charlotte's like this tall, like a foot freaking taller. How weird did that look? That was absolutely crazy. I tweeted out, I was like, this interview reminds me of, and I know this is a throwback, and yes, I'm showing my age here, so bear with me. You ready for this? Ready? Was it WrestleMania 3? I think it was WrestleMania 3, Andre the Giant being interviewed by Bob Uecker. He puts his hand on his shoulder, and Uecker looks up at him and says, "Hey, get your foot off my shoulder," and then he chokes him. That's what that reminded me of, because it was... Oh, my God. Oh, Agent, just bring up Ono from NXT and bring back the Kings of Wrestling. There you go. There you go. internet wrestling community explodes. Yeah, I think people want that too, but I don't think we're ever going to get that. Yeah, it's like, all right, Chris Hero should have been brought up to the main roster by now. You brought him back to NXT. He gets a great pop. Still haven't done shit with him. He has great matches, though. At least they're giving him good matches, you know. That promo on Edge, I'm trying to keep it going here. I don't want to do this all night. I'm getting tired. Great promo on Edge. Damn, I miss him. You guys miss Edge? I do. It'd be great. Would have been great if he could just like show up for like 2 minutes, wave to the crowd or something. You know, that'd been great. But hey, we got Christian. Christian. Remember that old music? Shit, that was funny. At last, you finally solo. How did that go? I don't know. Anyways, the Manhattan Center segment. Another one. Wake up, JR. Someone wake up JR. They're bringing up Bray Wyatt. Oh, I can't get over those pictures. Thank you so much for tagging me in that. That was so freaking funny. I ain't going to get over that shit for a while. Bray Wyatt versus Matt Hardy. And at this point, the Manhattan Center, I'm surprised they didn't like jump the ring being so pissed off from nothing going on. At least you're on your own. Oh, at least. Oh, is that how the lyrics went? At least you're on your own? Thank you. For the Christian song. I'm like, at least what? Who? Oh, Christian. Yes, got it. It's late. So it's late, and we're going on talking about the last hour. So we're going to crack a beer for the last hour. Not that this is going to go on for an hour. I'm talking about the last hour of Raw. On my notes here. Oh, shit, almost skipped over the women legends. Oh, my God. Sorry. We got, and I think I got them all here. Tori Wilson, Michelle McCool, Terry Reynolds, Trish Stratus. Oh, Stratisfaction. Phenomenal. Kelly. Bella Twins. Yeah, I know. People love them. I was just happy that they didn't play Brie mode. Because to me, that's like nails on a chalkboard. I can't stand that song. We're probably going to hear it at the Rumble. And I'll just have to brace for every entrance so that I don't have a stroke. Bria Kanellis, very pregnant. Ready to pop, folks. Nice that she made it, though. Congratulations to her. Awesome. And Jacqueline, Hall of Famer. My wife said in the comments here, Sean Gray says the Matt Hardy match was pointless. Yeah, it kind of was. You know, they wanted to give something special to the Manhattan folks, and it just kind of came off like weird. There was like 3 people that went delete. Yeah. So they needed to bury. I felt a need. Oh, they felt a need to bury Matt in Manhattan. Yeah, they did. That's so he could win the Rumble, right? And then bring in the whole family. I don't know. Just kidding. Oh, God, if he does now, I'm going to feel weird. You called it. Did I? I don't know. Last hour, Elias and Chris Jericho in the hallway. And Elias gets on the list. Holy crap. That was epic. I wish we saw a little more of Chris Jericho, but I'm good with it. It was just happy to see him. Very cool. And yes, I'm drinking a Hams. Don't make fun of me. It's cheap. Shut up. How much? $5 a 12 pack. Kiss my ass. All right. And then Elias came out, did a thing. Oh, Grace says Jeff did come out after the match. They obviously didn't air that. No, they did not air that. so insane he was able to wear slap happy club shirt. Oh, Alpha. Oh, yeah. Jericho wearing the Alpha shirt from New Japan. Crazy. I just bought some new Bullet Club stuff too. The Hot Topic in just outside Milwaukee in Wisconsin. You know that big city just north of Chi-Town? They did not have the Chris Jericho shirt. I was looking for it. Great shirt. I hear it's the best seller. So yeah, great segment. And then Elias was in the ring. Cena comes out, and Elias breaks the guitar over Cena's back. Tremendous moment for Elias. Wow. So and my wife said, oh, quick before I forget, she was like, "Where's Lita?" You know, when all the women came out and the divas. Excuse me. She was like, "Where's Lita?" And I was like, "I don't know." What if? And then I said, I almost fell out of my chair when I thought of this. What if Lita came out and like distracted Matt Hardy, and that's the reason why he lost to Bray Wyatt? Wouldn't that be some shit? That'd be hilarious. That would be a Raw flashback, eh? And somewhere Edge is laughing. Oh, it's so bad. I'm going to get so much shit from Matt Hardy for that. So yeah, great segment between Cena and Elias. I love Elias. Dude, he was so over there. Elias isn't the hero we wanted, but the hero we deserve. Too true. No, I do like Elias. I feel like he's getting better and better every week. I mean, the fact that he was over like Rover at the Barclays Center, that says something. The fact that he can get that kind of like classic heel response out of a crowd and make them do what he wants, then you're doing something right. If he comes out and it's crickets, then it's like, okay, then we need to pull him. So, I mean, yeah, like, same thing with Jordan. You hate Jordan. You're pissed off. You're booing him. Then he's doing his job. You know, it's stupid, but it's classic. If they weren't doing anything, then whatever. AP. Oh, I wrote this down. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. APA is all in. Hashtag all in. Being the Elite fans will get that joke. Next, Mark Henry and The Godfather have a segment. That was cute. Cute. I'm going to stop using that word. It's just wrong. No hoe trade. Little disappointed. We get one hoe. Come on, Godfather. You're losing your cool. I wonder if he still owns that strip club in Vegas. I've never been to Vegas. And I'm sure a lot of wrestling fans just go to Vegas for that one reason. Where is the Godfather's strip club? I don't know. Titus O'Neil and Apollo Crews versus Rhino and Heath Slater ends in a no contest because the Dudleys came out. And that's when I thought DX was going to come out and you get all the classic tag teams and rivalries and whatever. Nope. Bubba came out of retirement for one night. When I saw someone tweet, it's like, how did he get away from Ring of Honor? It's like, come on. WWE can get whoever they want, you know? Get them on loan for a night. And I'm sure, you know, Bubba's got some kind of open thing in his contract, but, you know, he didn't really even have to, like, take a bump. You know, he did the 3D. If you call it a bump, I don't know. He didn't get hurt, so it was like, whatever. So, but it was cool to see the Dudleys. sure Devon was like, damn it, I got to put on the camouflage again. Take off the suit, Devon. Come on. You do this. Fun segment. Love the Dudleys. Classic stuff. Yeah, they got quite a pop too. Quite the pop. Excuse me. AJ Styles, Mean Gene. Love Mean Gene. Keith, I'm gonna mess your name up. Keith Barbaro. If I said that wrong, I apologize. Says in the chat, the contrast was amazing to see the small Manhattan Center versus Barclays. Yeah, I mean the segments were like, I don't think they were all great, but it was nice to see the classic venue. Absolutely. The ICO, they had the classic ICO Pro. I tweeted out earlier tonight, what in the blue hell is a hashtag ICO Pro? I'm like, I don't know what that was. And then someone replied to my tweet. It was, what the hell? Like an energy enhancement drug, I guess, or a muscle supplement thing. I don't know. Some kind of legal pharmacy. Was that like 5 Hour Energy before there was 5 Hour Energy? Is that what that was? Maybe? I don't know. Something like that. Something in the health supply line. And then we get the DX segment. It was fun. Sean didn't like it. New Age Outlaws. Great to, like I said, great to see Billy gone. X-Pac, love X-Pac. And if you have not checked out his podcast, go check out the 12360 podcast on, oh God, what is it on? AfterBuzz TV. Oh, and AfterBuzz TV, because they like review so many million different shows and the wrestling stuff gets like lost in there, so it's hard to find. They made a separate YouTube channel for their sports stuff, which is like, most of it's like the Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and then the Xbox 12360 podcast. Oh, and they had NFL weekly stuff on there. So majority of it's wrestling related stuff in Xbox. So yeah, go find that. Go look up Xbox 12360. Good stuff. Weekly podcast. Great guests on there. His excuse me. Oh, I gotta wrap this up soon. Guest from last week, Scott Hall, a lot of fun. Or Razor Ramon. He didn't bring his ring gear this year. Or this time. Or for this, whatever. He says in the podcast, the 12360 podcast, he's like, they told me to bring my ring gear. It's like, oh. We're going to get the classic X-Pac Razor Ramon rematch. I tweeted that out to Scott Hall earlier today. He did not respond. No surprise there. I even threw a Too Sweet in there. Come on, Scott. Jeez. He's too busy having fun at the Barclays. Catching up with old buddies. Wearing his New Japan gear. That was crazy. Let's take all these pre-Raw pictures in the New Japan Pro Wrestling gear. Funny stuff. That must have been from when his son was in there for a little bit. Now his son's in Noah, from what I've heard. Agent says, I was 4 when Raw started, but I didn't start watching till I was 7. Oh, you're making me feel old. Yeah, I didn't start watching Raw until like 98. I was too busy doing other stuff in the early 90s. Like bad stuff. ICROPro was Vince's supplement line that he promoted off of his bodybuilding promotion. Is that what that was? Oh my God. I learn something new every day. Thank you, Keith. I was at the first 3 Raw broadcasts in 1993. It was general admission, so we'd line up outside and get the best seats. Holy cow, you must be like my age or something. Too sweet, dude. That's awesome that you have like those memories. That's really cool, man. Great stuff. Balor Club comes out, so you get a mesh between the two different Too Sweet generations. And then the Revival comes out to get buried. Great segment there. They all got their moves in, the sweet chin music, the pedigree, all that stuff. Oh, and then we get the Parade of Legends featuring Kurt Hawkins. You know how many tweets I saw that said, I didn't know Kurt Hawkins was a legend? And it was right when they said it too, and the camera was right on Kurt, and it was like, Kurt's not a legend. Holy shit, that was funny. No, Kurt's great. His losing streak is phenomenal. I got nothing else. And then Braun Strowman, Kane, and Lesnar finished the show, and that's it for. Yeah, I know. I'm really. It's like, they had 2 minutes, on TV. Legendary losing streak. Yeah. So with everything else going on, the main event of the Royal Rumble really seemed kind of backseat to everything else, Lesnar went through the table. That was great. Braun got his, roar. And that was it. Sean Gray says, I'm tired of Braun just destroying stuff. I get it, but geez, not trying to be negative, but that was corny. But you got to admit, Sean, that Lesnar has taken some awesome bumps within this last year. You got to admit that. Including a few nice spears from a certain favorite of mine, Goldberg. Anyways, don't get me started on that. I know a lot of people don't like Goldberg. Anyways, all right. Now I'm going to switch gears here. Switching gears. Enzo Amore, everybody's favorite cruiserweight. Now, just wait a minute before you tune out on this. So, and I know this is touching. This is a touchy subject, okay? And I'm not trying to. You got to tiptoe around some of this shit. I'm not trying to make light of rape and sexual harassment, okay? Please don't take this as that. And I get that Enzo Amore had to be suspended, okay? I get that because WWE is that kind of company. They got to save face. They got to act quick on this stuff because if they don't, they've got people they answer to that pay the bills and sponsors and all that stuff. So it's not just the fans. It's a business. It's USA. It's the sponsors. It's everything. It's the stockholders. Okay. And I know that's people don't like hearing that shit, but it's true. So just give me a second. What upset me. So yeah, I get why they did that, but what upset me is that everybody, because of all the, it's cool to hate Enzo. And no, I'm not a big Enzo fan. I like him. I think he cuts good promos. I think he's okay in the ring. Not very good. Not good like Tony Nese and a lot of those guys. Those guys are epic. Jack Gallagher, fill in the list. But we're not talking about wrestling. We're talking about someone that came out on Twitter and accused him of a life-changing thing. It's not, someone met Enzo in a subway and got a sandwich thrown at him or a drink dumped on him because they got into a fight with a fan. No, this is some chick that accused a WWE superstar, wrestler, whatever, of rape. This is not something that's going to go away lightly for Enzo. So I read this tweet. And as soon as I read it, I was like, who the heck is this from? And before anyone, and I'm talking about the big names, and I'm not going to call out anybody specifically. I'm talking about the big names of the dirt sheets. You know who they are. I don't even have to list them. What did they do? They shit all over Enzo. Did anybody take the 5 minutes that it took me took me 5 minutes to look through this chick's profile, figure out what she is, who she is, find her YouTube page, and figure out, you ready for this? Ready? She's full of shit. Okay? And I'm not going to be nice about this. I had fun the first, part of the show. This is where I'm getting real, folks. This chick is full of shit. Take 5 minutes. Look at her profile. You know what she's trying to do? She's trying to get people to her social media. She's got a private Snapchat where you can go and you can pay her to see her nude. You know what you call that? Call that a freaking prostitute. Okay? Oh, yeah. I went there. And you go down her timeline, and she shares all this porno stuff. And I'm not saying that, so I had a conversation with someone and said that, okay, someone that does sexual acts should not be raped either. Okay, and I didn't argue with her. I had a nice conversation with her, and I'm not going to name names and call out personal stuff that she talked about, but I'm like, okay, that may be true, but if you go look at the timeline here, and that's the biggest part of this. I understand that it's being investigated, but take 5 minutes and look at this. What did the tweet say? October of last year, right? Go to her YouTube page. What was she doing in October of last year? And I'm going to say this over and over again. It takes you 5 minutes to figure it out. She was drunk and high, and then she was in rehab. And then she was getting diddled by her boyfriend and faked a pregnancy. If she did all this in October of last year while she was in rehab, how did Enzo go visit her in rehab and rape her? Think about that. Like I said, she's full of shit. So, there's your investigation, Arizona PD, whoever is investigating this. So yeah, when I had some friends tweet out about this, and I'm like, oh, by the way, this little video, and I would put it in the link of the description, this is who is accusing him of rape. Then, this is the best part. Then she tweeted out, oh no, that thing in the video is 2 years ago. Nice try, Chicky Poo. You're going to create more lies to cover up more bullshit? Nice try. You're full of it. How many other incidents are you going to create lies about? Oh no, I was doing this on that date. You're full of it. It's fake. She's fake. As much as we may not like Enzo and all this, I'm standing behind Enzo in this. And it sucks. Because you know what? This bullshit is going to follow him for the rest of his life. Oh, She got her hot 5 minutes and probably got paid more money for nudes. Congratulations, you little hoe. You just done wrecked someone's life. And I hope you're happy. Now maybe you can go back and do another rehab. Yeah. And that's where I'm going to end this one, folks. And I don't usually get like this on here. I usually try to keep it real light. Fun. You know, I don't talk about controversial shit on here. I usually stay away from it. That's right, Agent. Stuff like that can destroy a man's career. Yeah, he has to prove his innocence. And he's already said, I was on the date that they're talking about, whatever date it was, in October of last year. He openly already said that he was in Arizona, whatever city, Phoenix, Arizona, the one day. The next day, he was in LA. Boom. Wasn't even there. So there you go. I mean, obviously, there's going to be more to it than that, but that's going to be a big chunk of it, you know? How could I have done this if I wasn't there? So I'm going to let you guys know that I'm actually going to follow this pretty closely. And if there are updates, you know, I'll fill you guys in. And like I said, I'm backing Enzo on this because I think, and I know this is a sensitive subject. And the reason why it initially got me so mad, and I'm not going to list names or anything like that, okay? But I'm going to tell you, I have family and friends. This is why I take this personally. I have family and friends who have had their lives shattered for decades because of bullshit like this, for being falsely accused. That's why it gets me mad. And now it's happening to someone else. A big star. Oh, big surprise. You know? And don't even... This is probably all, you know, an after effect of the whole Me Too thing, you know? I'm not knocking anybody that's come out and said Me Too. Not insulting anyone who's done that. I'm just saying, look at where this has gone. Now you got something like this now. So, okay, that's where I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to keep going on this all night. Thank you so much for joining me. Like I said, I don't normally do this after Monday nights. But it was nice that I could get some people, you know, I got a handful of people watching now. It's great. And you interacted with me. Great to see Agent, you know, follow me. That's great. Got a few new people interacting with me that I'm not used to talking to. Very cool. That makes me feel like I'm doing something cool on here, you know. So much love to you guys. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, give the video a like, give the channel a sub, and let me know if you want to see more Raw reviews, you know, because like I said, I usually don't talk about Raw. I usually talk about a lot of other things like Impact, House of Hardcore, you know, and a lot of other odds and ends because WWE gets talked about so much. So, I mean, if you're going to keep coming back for this, let me know, you know, talk to me. I love communicating with you guys. Had a blast tonight. Sorry I got a little hot at the end. Hits me deep. It's emotional stuff. It's crazy stuff. So thanks again. We'll see you down the road. Like I said, give it a like, give the channel a sub, tell your friends, neighbors, and your neighbors' dogs, and yeah, that just got kind of weird. Sorry. Okay. Have a good night.